Morning everyone, this is our series of videos on expressive skills. Sorry my camera's not working at the moment, it's just being stupid, so I have to start using my other computer, which I haven't brought in today. So I'm going to talk about movement today, so these are going to help with your understanding of theory all through the next few, if you go into Unit 3-4 as well. So, movement is pretty clear on what it is. It's about movement of the body. Okay, it's about how you can portray a range of physical types and behaviours. It's how it's integral to how you would display emotions and feelings and different parts of the character. Every person, every character has a different way of moving. And it's really important for actors to be able to do this and to be physically capable of creating all of these movements that they need to. And body language is all tied up in this. We communicate a large amount of what we mean through body language. The basic principles: posture, so the way you sit, stand and walk. I'll have some demonstration videos of these as well, or go through them in class. So it's really important to, depending on the character, where the spine sits. So most often when we stand in neutral, our spine is straight, and then when we are playing maybe older characters, our shoulders start hunching over, or more sinister characters, because it creates that that pulling in of the body language and the protection of the centre part of the body. Breathing's really important in your voice and projection, but it also helps with our movement. So if you're in a synchronised scene, if you're all breathing together, the synchronisation is a lot smoother. Your centre of gravity, okay, is really important. Lots of different characters have different centres of gravity. Children are often quite low in their centre of gravity because they haven't quite learned to use the top half of their body completely. And also, depending on how you're feeling, will be where your centre of gravity is. So when we're sort of more upset, we're wanting to protect our centre, so our centre of gravity moves slightly. But it is located above the ribs and hips, and just where you push and move that will depend on the character. Relaxation. Thank you, Colin Firth. It's really important when playing a character to be relaxed within that, even when you're playing a really tense character, because it is the character that is tense, not the actor. And you are more able to react to things on stage, even when you are tensed, if you are coming at it from a relaxed standpoint. I know it sounds kind of counterintuitive, but you'll feel it as you play more. Conviction. So thank you, Jude Law. It's playing with truth, with empathy. It's the important point of view that the audience gets. If you don't believe in what you're doing, the audience will know. Control. It's all about how you move with precision and being able to control everything that you do on stage. You don't just wander. Even as a wandering character, you'll have a way in which you wander. And it comes more important with the really strict character lines. So a little bit of a focus on body language. So we use body language every single day, every conversation we're having, often subconsciously. Okay, and you need to start looking at what your body language does as an actor. So you can see the image in the background, very clearly the different body language in a group of people that are about to go through it, or the same person demonstrating sort of the differences that you'd see. So what do you see here? You see the person on the right who's very clearly engaged. Person in centre, maybe too cool for school type thing. There's bored. There's don't want to be here. Okay. And we'll look at a few different images just to help you get an understanding of how to describe this. Now, what we're going to focus on with movement is Laban's 8 basic efforts. So Rudolf von Laban developed a way of classifying movement. He was a dance professional primarily, so this was for dance as well as for theatre. So he separated movement into 4 key components, so space, time, weight and flow. Each of these components were on a continuum, so he used these to develop he used these as an expression of ways in which we move naturally, to help classify the types of movements you can use when developing character. So you can see along the bottom, so the motion factors, weight, time, space, flow, and then the effort elements. So they're the ends of the spectrum: strong to light, sudden and sustained, direct or indirect, and bound and free. So we're not going to concentrate on all of these because there is 8 of them. We'll explore 4 that all sort of look at certain different aspects of these. So we've got, you can see ring. So ring is a free flowing movement which is indirect in space. Okay. It is sustained in time and it has a strong weight to it. Okay. Imagine the wringing of a towel. Okay. Punch, it's very bound, it's very direct, it's very sudden, and it's very strong. Okay, think of a punch. The names are very closely related to the way that you would portray it in your body. Okay, you're using your muscles and your flexibility, your strength to portray these movements. Flick, think of a flick. It's bound, it's indirect, so it's not as punchy as a punch. It's sudden and it's light. Okay, so it's very close to a punch, but slightly different. And that's why I've chosen these ones, because they're similar, but there's the differences. So glide, it's free, it's direct, it's sustained, and it's light. And we'll show you some examples of this you'll see below. Cool, that's it for today. I will post this up for you and there'll be some questions. Good luck.